This is Irontrader, and it is Turnaround Tuesday. We're going to see if it's going to turn around back to the upside here, or is it going to continue selling off here. Now, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and the natural gas. But first of all, I want to just remind you here, the API report on crude oil will be out today at 4:30, and the CPI report will be out on Wednesday at 8:30, and the PPI on Thursday at 8:30. Now, those could be market movers here because it measures inflation. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, come out the ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin, a daily and a weekly chart. Now, let me see if I can bigger up here a little bit for you. Okay, here's what we got. Now, you can see here how this 8-day rolled over to 21-day, and now it's over the 50-day. Okay, so when it does that, it's just like when the price gets above, then that becomes real good support. Now it's become big time resistance. Okay, see, boom, right there. Look at here. See, it can't get through. Now today we went right into it, but we can't. We have to get above it. That's going to be the key. Okay, let's take a look at the upside here first. So what you want to watch here is going to be this 98. 634. That's going to be your 8 SMA here, okay? That's going to be big time resistance. If we can get above that, you got 99, 428, and then we come down here to the 21-day at 100,000, 819, okay? So that's what we got. That's going to be what we're trading against, okay? So on the upside, just watch that 8-day, very, very critical, that 50-day and that 21-day. So far, we've had all these days here where we just can't get above it, and that's going to might push the price down. Now, on the downside, obviously, we want to watch yesterday's low, okay? So that's 95,505. That's going to be very, very key. If that's lost, we just come right here over here, 94,550, and we'll come right down to this level at 92,745, and then 92,350, and then when we come to the retest here of the recent low, 91,455, and then we have that 89,525. Now, if that's lost here, your target's going to be right there at that 100 simple day moving average, okay? But again, now, I pointed out this yesterday here. It's almost like a bull flag situation. We have a declining wedge going on down. So usually when you have a declining wedge going on down, that breaks to the upside here very, very nicely. Now, if it will, that's what it is, like, say 90% of the time, okay? But there is always that odds where it does break to the downside, and then we retest these levels. But we have to get above that 8-day. That's going to be very, very critical, okay? That's going to be very, very key. You got to get above that 8-day and that 50-day and that 21-day, okay? Now, easy way I trade this is IBIT for the long, BITI for the short. It seems to work out very, very nicely. Okay, now, RSI, we're sitting at 48. Now, your green is below your red here. But again, if this can curl up here, but right now we can ride that bottom for quite a ways. So let's just see how this happens. But again, if we can pop above all these simple moving averages here, this would rip up very, very nicely, okay? Then your target here is going to be right there. It's going to be that 102, 635, and then we'll come up here at that 103, 870, and then we have 104, 920, then you have 106, 570, and then here's your retest at that 106, 945, which we've right in this area is going to be right off the top of that candle, huge resistance before we start getting into the 108 level and then the 110 level, okay? So always remember, level to level, but you got to get above the 8, the 50-day, and the 21-day. So let's just see how this shakes out. But be a little bit patient here. So right now here, we yesterday we had that high of 98,755, and we had 98,960. So we put a little bit higher high, and we're holding the top of that candle. The question is this declining wedge, is this a bull flag ready to break on up here, or does it need a little bit more time? Okay, we look at a weekly chart here, okay? Now, you can see here how we just have this sideways action. Let me just see if I can bigger up here a little bit there. Okay, we just have this sideways action here, okay? So we're holding very, very nice. So if we just pick that 21-day, go take this right across here, see how nice we're holding it. Now, these are all weeks, okay? So look at the nice trading that we have going back and forth there on all these weeks here. Now, so far we have an inside week here, and we're pressing right against that 8-day. So that 99, 659, that's going to be very, very crucial to close above. If we can do it, then we can start attacking and going up much higher. Now, last week, you can see we had this big indecision candle for the week. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out this week. If we lose everything here, just watch that key 21 day. That's going to be very, very crucial. And then always here we have that gap. Okay, so always watch that gap. You're looking at that 86.70 in case something falls off, and then 77 930. Then we have all the way down here that 74 420 level. So always look at these gaps and these fills here. If we start losing these 21 day, and she comes all the way down. Now again, I think that overall, I think Bitcoin here is going to have a nice rally here into the end of the year. The question is, when is going to start taking off? But realistically, we've had this really nice, we're just trading between these channels, okay? So you look at that channel, that 110 level and that 89 level, we're basically just trading this channel. But just watch that 8-day, 50-day, and that 21-day. We get above that, then we got a good opportunity here to take this right to the next level. Okay, take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, crude oil here, moving up here nicely. Now, I took that short off yesterday, okay, and I'm trading this long situation. So I trade UCO there for the long and the SCO there for the short. Now, there isn't a whole lot of really big movement here, but you notice now we are back above this 8-day. So you know what I always say about that 8-day, just like what we have here with natural gas, okay? So everything was blocked here. See this? Even when we popped up here, this was that tariffs. It popped right on up here, but he couldn't hold it. Came right on down. Now, here, let's look at the downside here first. So we want to look at yesterday's high, okay? So that's 72.54. That's going to be your first support level. And then we're going to be looking at that 8. At 72.15, that's going to be a key level, and 72.14. So right there, that 8 and that 21-day, very, very key. Now, the 8-day came down. Okay, and now we're kind of, maybe we can have it rolling up like we do with the natural gas, and we can take this up higher. So what we're going to be watching today, okay, is I pointed out yesterday this candle here. So obviously we got above that. So now we're going to go to the next level. So far today's high was 73.34. So you just look right to the left here. What do you have? 73.35. Okay, so what I'm looking for is, see how we had this topping panel. So we have right here, this was at 75.15, 75.18. See, that was that double top situation. That's why I said watch out for the top of this candle. But if we can get above it, then we go to that next level. So right now, we are at the same kind of a position as we had here. So we got to see how this is going to shake out. Now, if we can get above that 73.35, then your next level is going to be right here, 73.84. And then we're going to be looking right here for this 200-day. This is going to be key, that 74.39 and that 21-day at 74.45. That is going to be your upside target level. Now, again, if we can get above that, okay, then we're going to be looking right back at these two candles here. So we'll take that one at that 75.18 level, okay? So you want to watch this 8-day on the downside and that 50-day. Very, very key. If that's lost, then you're going to look for this 71.37. That's your 100-day, and your retest down here at 70.48. Okay, so that's your downside. Upside here, just watch this candle here, so this is not become a double top situation and it rolls down like we had here. If we can start getting above it, then we go to that next level, that 73.84, and then we're going to be coming right there at that 74.39 in that 21-day. Above that, then we're going to go and retest. Okay, just retest it. See how easy that is? Easy peasy. Okay, now 50, we're sitting right in the middle. That could go up, that can go down. It's not overbought, oversold. The green here now is still below the red, but it looks like it wants to curl up. We got to see how this is all going to shake out here. But it looks like this might want to go a little bit higher. Okay, now natural gas here. Well, you can see here, once that price gets above that 8, now that becomes very, very good support level. See how nice that's curling up here? Very, very nicely. Now, where do we go? Right into that 50-day, okay? That's going to be big time resistance at 3.51. We get above that, then we're going to go right here to that 21-day at 3.61. That's going to be your target, okay? So, very, very nicely, watch that 50-day, watch that 21-day, level to level. If we can get above that, then we're going to come up to the top of this candle. This is what you're going to be looking for at that 3.72. And then we come up here 3.82, and then we're going to start coming up to these candles here, 3.91. You have 4 flat, and then we're going to have that 405 area, okay? But you got to get above that 50 and that 21-day in order to hit all of these candles here. Now, downside, well, obviously you want to watch today's low, 343, yesterday's low, 335, and then here's your key level, is that 332. That is your 8-day. As long as that price holds that 8-day, we can go sideways to up. You lose that 8-day, then what we're going to do is we're going to follow this candle here, 323, 316, 311 right here is the key level at that 312. That's that 100-day. And then we have your retest down here at 299. But this is looking very, very nicely here, like all energy here. And I think this is coming in with the old tariff situation. We're getting a little bit of rise, as they say. But watch that 50-day. That is going to be very, very key. You get above that, we have the 21-day, and then we have the retest. Okay. Now, if it happens to break up here, and we look at this top of this candle here, always look like this situation here. Always trying to look ahead of the game. Do we have a double top situation? Or does it, break through and we go to the next level? Same way here. We went through this level. Now we have to get through that level. Okay. If we can, you're not going there or to the 21-day. Okay. You're going to go sideways to down. Downside, just watch that 8, that 50-day. If that's lost, you got the 100-day and the retest. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. Now, Nasdaq is selling off. You're down about 90 points there. So we got to see maybe we can get a turnaround Tuesday here. But just yesterday, I did a seasonality charts at the end of the day there on the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, okay? And it looks like mid-February is always usually like a selling kind of a situation. So always keep that in mind. If you want to see seasonality charts, you can go to my playlist, or you can go to equityclock.com. Everything is right there. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.